was like people always gonna hate, and I always felt like why? It's like I just always the one that just had to get it out the mud. Nothing never just came to me. Like I was always the person like my dude on the left can scam, my dude on the right can scam, but once I get involved in it, it's either stops or I get caught. And I had to learn that it's like, man, the type of person, I'm just going to have to grind and get it. I'm just going to have to get it out the mud.
If you focus on the screen, you will see the ride of his life.
Man, I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming to rock with me.
And man, enjoy.
Thank God. Ride of my life. Hope you feel this.
Hey, it ain't weak songs on that album.
This feels like surreal to me sometimes, man. How hard I worked and just putting in the grind and the effort, coming a long way of doing it by myself.
Growing up in the streets of Chicago, man, what inspires you to, want to get into the music industry and, be a rapper in the first place?
Man, that's a good question, man. I always had love for music, and like when I first, I used to couldn't listen to music because, man, I was born in my family was real church, you know what I'm saying? My mother, you know what I'm saying, used to preach and stuff like that. So I'm like, so I used to sneak and listen to it, and then I was like, man, I just started liking it, and then I was like, man, how they putting the words together? And I was like, okay, because I used to always thought I was gonna make it out playing basketball, athlete. Nigga, I'm short, but I still thought, man, I was gonna go out there and hoop with the best of which that's how my heart is. But I was like, man, I started just playing around with the words, started a group. It was called Wild Pimps. It was like 4 or 5 you know what I'm saying, the guys, whatever, that was from the neighborhood. Some people stopped rapping and just played around with it. I kept going till it went to like 3. It was me, my man High, my man Jay. And then Jay kind of stopped messing with the rap. So me and High, we really took it serious. And then that's when we started going further with it. And then I took it more serious, and I even started going further with it.
50 years, bitch, man, it's a hit, man, it's a hit. 30 hanging out, man, that's a stick, man.
HB the fella, you know how we rockin' gang shit. You know, shit, rock. You know, that's my boy. That's actually my brother. But you know, we gang, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? He been doing it for a minute. He been holding down the fort. You know what I'm saying? Keeping us stable, keeping everything stable many years. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy. I rock with him, you know what I'm saying? And I take it there for my boy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, HP member all the way, gang shit.
You know what I'm saying? We came up, with a little group with the Wild Pimps. It was me, him, a few other guys off the block. Then it just started dwindling down. Then it was me, him, my man Jay. Then Jay moved, then it was me and Rock. Had a group called Undefeated for a minute, you know what I'm saying, in high school.
The squad gathered wrapped up, it's a mummy. Bitch, I'm loco, ass spray,
I used to always just rap at the end of instrumentals. Meaning that I like the end of the song, they let the beat play for a little bit. I just rap over that. And then I just started writing my first verses, and then my first verse was when I came up with a group, man. It was like family, man. Stumble. You know what I'm saying? The Zach Detweiler, man. I know you can look them up, man, but they had a group called Stumble, and I used to see them rapping too, and I was like, dang, that's when I really saw it close that it can happen. I'm like, and when I saw that they had a couple of deals and stuff on the table, so then that's when I was like, okay. And then I heard the songs, and I'm like, they was actually dope. So one time they took me to the studio. So they took me to the studio, and they slipped me a pad, and I would think I was had to be probably about 15. I think it was like Mother's Day. That's how it was so dope to me. I remember the day. And I just was in the studio with them, but I'm nodding my head while they in the booth rapping and stuff. And then Hitchcock, he was the one in the group. He slid me a note, a piece of paper. Then I wrote like a 4 bar. And then I didn't say it on the mic, but they let me say it, and it was actually dope. And then that just put the fuel in me. And Jay Swain, he was in the group with them too. I used to always sit down with him, and he used to always give me a lot of game about the industry. You know what I'm saying? Gave me the book, the Holy Quran, and that just started putting me on a lot of game and stuff like that. And that really started me to start rapping, and then I really started taking it serious at that point. And I'm still grinding. I'm not reaching my plateau like I want to yet, but one thing I am learning is that don't never stop, because sometimes I learn you don't stop because something might be around that corner that you thought, like say if I would have, I said like, okay, if I would have stopped last year, I probably wouldn't have been on tour with T. He's a legendary rapper or whatever. I was like, I probably wouldn't have did that. And if I stopped yesterday, I probably wouldn't have had the dope song that I wrote this morning. So that's why I said it's always good to just keep going and keep grinding, and you start seeing the fruits of your labor, and because ain't nothing just gonna happen overnight. Like sometimes when I first started rapping, I thought it was just gonna like take off like that, but it didn't. And it was just me and my mom. I had my pops. My pops died when I was like 18, and we had to have a funeral on my birthday. So every time my birthday come around, I always think about that. I lost a brother. He got killed, and I lost some guys, and I'm saying in the hundreds too, man. We done took some losses and stuff, so I done seen people come and enjoy life, and I done seen people leave. So I don't ever take nothing for granted or whatever. I was like, then I lost another brother, then I lost a sister, then I lost my mother, grandmother. So I done took a lot of losses, and sometimes I be like, man, how do I keep going and keep striving and using that as fuel for my career? So I just try to keep going and focus, and trying to put my family and those around me in better positions and better places. And I was located in Chicago. I moved to Atlanta. I used to always do back to school events for the kids every year. I did I think about 3 or 4 years in a row. Take the money out of my pocket. People helped me put it together. And then the people, they start breaking into my house. Then I was like, whoa, hold on. So I had to have a talk with God, like, man, maybe it might be time to leave, because like they say, man, a lot of rappers die in their own city. And I was like, man, you never above anything, man. You always can be touched.
Seeing Rock go through so many different, stages in his life to get to this, good, bad, and ugly. December 31st, 2008, man, how is that relevant to this ride of your life?
Man, it's relevant to my life, man. That's an emotional time, because I remember the day, it was New Year's, and my license was suspended, so I couldn't drive. So I'm calling everybody, trying to see who going out clubbing, who going out kicking it. So my buddy was like, man, my grandma's having a party. I said, okay. She was a politician, so I'm like, okay, I can go over there. I know it's gonna be safe, it's gonna be cool. So I go over there. So my mother and my sister called me, and she was like, well, we got a feeling. We don't think you should be going out tonight. I was like, why you say that? It's like, we just got a feeling we don't think you should be going out. I'm like, man, it's New Year's. Man, everybody, man, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I'm out here. So we go to party, go and find everything, whatever. So we leave. We get in the car. Dude stayed by me. He wasn't my buddy or anything, but I know him at the party or whatever, because I went to high school with him. But we got in the car, and I'm telling him, I'm just talking to him. And while I'm talking to him, I realized that he was asleep. So I'm just in the passenger seat talking. We're going down to Bishop Ford. So I'm just talking. I said, man, I can't believe this. I can't. And I looked at him, And then I said, oh, this nigga sleep. And then when I turned around and looked up, I said, bow. And man, I just remember laid out on the side of the road. I remember some females crying. Up to this day, I wish I knew who they were, because they kept me coherent. Because I just was like, man, I'm good. Because I thought I was fine, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm good. So I heard one of the girls whisper and tell her, I guess it was her boyfriend. She was like, he thinks he's fine. So she was crying, and he was like, shh. He's like, don't let him know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm wiping my eyes. And I was like, I'm just thinking that they wet, but I guess it was the blood. So I passed back out, and I just kept saying, man, when is the ambulance? I said, where's the paramedics? Where's the paramedics? I said, I'm gonna get in trouble. And I think I'm about early 20s, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a grown man, and I'm saying, my mama's gonna get me, because my mind, I thought back to that moment that she told me that she had a feeling not to go, and I went anyway. So laying on the ground, I didn't think about a paramedics, if I was gonna die or live. First thing I thought about is like, man, I was like, so I just kept saying, where's the paramedics? It's taking too long. And they rushed me to the hospital, Christ Hospital, and man, it's just, I had like a recovery, cover plastic surgeries. And the ride of my life, I called it ride of my life because it's equivalent to the different journeys of music that I do, because I'm not one-dimensional. I could do everything. I could do EDM, I could do drill, I could do pop, I could do anything. So, and through the ride of my life, it's different stops and goals, and that I reach out to reach or whatever. And ride of my life is like symbolizes me getting in a car or a van, and I'm picking up some niggas and telling them to ride with me, go on this journey. You know what I'm saying? And some might think the trip is too long, so they might get out 3 hours in, 2 days in. They might not knowing that this journey might not be 1 year, it might be 2. And they thinking that I'm just gonna get there in 30 minutes, and they realizing that it's taking 15 hours or whatever. So I was like, so some is gonna get out the car, just in life. Some people come in my life and they're gonna leave. So that's how I came up with the ride of my life.
It's just a joy to be here, and see him finally accomplish a piece of work that's, going to push him to the next chapter in his life.
And for a long time, for a while, we worked together, had good times. Man, we've been hanging out for almost a good 20 years now. So that's my man, 100 grand.
Yeah, humanitarian too, man. Because bro used to do block parties on the block every summer, you know what I'm saying? Giving back to the community, little shit like that people ain't even used to see out of bro. But, he a real stand-up dude, man. You ain't gonna find too many guys like him.
And like you said, a lot of us not here. A lot of us didn't make the cut. But it's the day ones is the ones that's here with him right now.
I've been knowing that man for about damn near 20 years, 15 years. And goddamn it, hey, that's one dude I can tell you right now, he a hard worker, man. Cause I was all in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But I never let him do what I did, because I always knew that he wanted to perfect his craft. So it's easy to steer a motherfucker the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to do that. But I saw that I saw that he had a head on his shoulder, and I wasn't gonna do that. So he stuck with it. He stuck with it, man. He grinded, and I love him for that. You know what I'm talking about? It's a difference when motherfuckers know your mama, motherfuckers know your grandmama, by first name, last name. You know what I'm saying? I got a team full of niggas that been around me for almost 15 years, and that's rare. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know what I'm saying? My man Rock, man. Yeah, that's one good dude. He a good dude, and man, and the sky's the limit for him. Cause he gonna keep pumping, and it was just a blessing to see him perfect his craft in front of your face. From me and him rapping against each other on the block to you know what I'm saying, him doing this thing, and he just, I already see it. He there, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a matter of time for the world to see it, you know what I'm talking about? But that's a good dude, and I ain't saying that because the relationship we got. I'm saying it because I've watched him get better, and I watched him want to get better. I've watched him sacrifice things to get better. So when you see that, you know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing but, you know what I'm saying, respect that. So, that's all I say about that.
But y'all been knowing each other for so long, man. What's some of the, classic, funniest moments you ever had with him? Like, just like,
Just kicking it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think I want to know, like, how did y'all first meet?
How did me and Rock first meet? You know what? I'm gonna keep it funky with you. When me and him first really met, he was out there with my little cousins. I had a lot of female cousins. I was like, he know, they know. You know what I'm saying? So I came out there on his ass because my little cousins was out there. And I thought he was on some madness shit. And he was on some madness shit. And that's how we met. But from there, he was always around. And he was like one of the shorties that when I play football or basketball, come on, let's go play. You know what I'm saying? He'll come and play with us, and you know what I'm saying? I got to doing my thing, but anytime I went and started doing my thing, I made sure that he wasn't with me. Because I didn't want him to know that part of me. I just wanted him to know the part of, you know what I'm saying, big dog. You feel me? And yeah, that's how we really started. We really met.
What's one of your favorite Hollywood rock songs?
I think one of my favorite ones is that gang shit. Even when I was locked up, I was rapping it loud, telling motherfuckers it was my shit, and getting big applause. Lying like a motherfucker, but it's the truth. I take a hit in the cuss, it blow my lights out. Yes, I'm ready to fly. I'll pull my mics out. I'm rapping this shit like it's my shit. If it's copyrighted, goddamn it, I'm going to jail.
Now I'm seeing like he blowing up. He showing his music going on.
He got here
off,
first, so he been kicking it with him since yesterday, early, 5 o'clock. I like that he had got in tune with him without me actually being there. That he had time to build with him, and so when I got here, he was, oh man, these niggas solid, rock solid, and I liked that alone. That was cool too.
Bro, a real one, man. Like I just hope he take this music to the next level, man, because he got talent with it, man. Real.
I met Rock. We started off as in-laws. Now we brothers. We've been rocking ever since, over 10 years now. He called me, asked me advice, I give him advice. Sometimes he take it, sometimes he don't. But he got his own mind, and he doing good. And I'm proud of him. He's like a little brother to me. The only thing is up for him. That's all he been doing is going up. No matter the downfalls he go through, he just keep going up and up and up. And I'm proud of him. I love him.
Yeah, little Round Rock. That's a real little dude right there. That's a real nigga. That's my man. And my brother rapping for a long time. The first song, On and Poppin', I still remember that damn song. So he doing his thing, man. So I had to come. I drove down from Florida down here to support my man. So I'm here. My little brother been rapping since Corliss High School. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing songs since then, and I mess with him. I do shows. I do little lounge, have Rock up perform, and Rock standing all on my pool table, standing all on my table doing his thing, and that motherfucker like, Rock, you gonna tear my shit up. But that was his energy, man. That's why I can't wait to see what's going on tonight, to see how he do his songs, man, because Rock always had that energy, so.
Not too many people get to, see, somebody rise in their craft, man. What's your feelings, with seeing Rock as a teenager, man, all the way up to a grown man and still perfecting his craft?
Since his high school, but I see he's still surrounded by the same stuff, so I say no fake shit around him, you know what I mean? That's the biggest problem. You got fake niggas in your crew won't let you come up. You know what I'm saying? These guys know what it is. Everybody rap too. They be rapping their thing, but I just feel good to see he got his same circle since, I'm talking about, that's over 20 years. I still see faces that was around 20 years. That mean you straight.
That's my dude. Let me tell you the truth about Rock. When Rock first moved out of his mama house, when he got that first apartment, in his living room was a poster of Tupac. In his living room. And that should tell you everything you need to know about the dude. My man got a Pac mentality when it comes to this music. There's never too many beats. There's never too many hours in a day. He trying to make music. He trying to rap. It's hard to keep up with my dude. He's always got, back then, before it was digital, my man had that pen and the pad every day.
And I never forget the first day he came in and booked some sessions with me and recorded, like, I want to say he recorded like 5 or 6 joints in one session. And man, he took those same joints and went out there and pushed them like he was a veteran in the game. And he had only been doing it for a little while.
Yeah, got my phone.
My dog, my guy right here. We get busy.
That's how we do. I like
Get wavy, baby.
Our preparation was
with it, man.
We're gonna get you some rubber bands to put around the motherfucker.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked somebody to do some rubber bands.
Man, this nigga told me to order him some clothes. I said, I don't know why he told me that. You know what I'm saying? I ordered some clothes. I'm like, nigga, what size is that?
I've been on the grind, I've been doing this. HP squad, I've been true to this. Trying to get hot with no summer. I'm just adding up with no numbers. Roseland Hunters became rock. I wrote my first verse and couldn't stop. Hitchcock gave me my first pad. My daddy gave me my first bag. Prime gave me my first 9. 17 shots and I ain't lying. Smoking with Fraud, my first bud. My first raw beat was that.
You know, as you all know, Stumble, this our group, this legendary, all this stems from that. Rock is a perfect product from this. So congratulations on your new project you got coming out. That's why we're here to celebrate you. And man, we gonna just get it started.
You know, we all have a relationship with Rock, but you know, I kind of look at Rock as like my personal protege. You know, I gave him his first pad, you know, and he kind of started from there. You know, we kind of built a relationship from there, and you know, I kind of always gravitated to their gang. You know, HP Squad kind of remind me a lot of Stumble, you know, in a bit. You know, where you know they show a lot of love for each other, a lot of respect. They really don't have a big I little you complex. You know, it's really like, you know, about, you know, fam. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man, that's my man's, you know. Kind of looking forward to, you know, this demo that you got going right now is, you know, man, for everybody.
He has really been the official Stumble protege.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm so proud of him because, you know what I'm saying, watching him from you know, as a youngin in the studio watching us work, you know what I'm saying? And man, he paid attention. I feel like he's applied himself like no other person have, you know what I'm saying, that has been around us, you know what I'm saying? So to see him come from that, you know, to being doing these concerts and tours, you know, the Funk Fest concerts, the Legends of Hip Hop tours that he's been doing, being as the hype man of legendary Tila, you know what I'm saying? It's just been like just so dope. And I watched CeeLo Green of Goody Mob go out of his way. Excuse me. Hey, he was talking to Rock. He said, man, you out there with the OG, man, it's something like I've never seen before. And he gave him so much love and advice and looked him dead in his eyes and told him how dope he was out there supporting the OG.
I've been on the grind, I've been doing this.
Focus on the screen, you will see the ride of his life.
Man, I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming to rock with me.
And man, enjoy.
when my life crashed. Dear God gave me a life pass. I'm a survivor, had to kick the sores off. Now I'm back in bad bitches at the ward off. I'm in Roseland, trying to do God's plan. I'm a gangsta gentleman, but I'm still on.
The main thing I tell Rock, like, when we was doing it, we had a lot of people come up to us and want to learn or be a part of it, and we always, welcome anybody, but they fell through the cracks, except Rock, but Rock wasn't up in our face. He was just in the background, as a shorty, just watching and soaking it up, and then he kind of gradually, picked up on it and came in. But one piece of advice I told him, and he stuck to it, that a lesson for us was don't wait for nobody to put your work out.
Yeah, these niggas wanna hate my shine, but goddamn I grind. Yeah.
I heard in a minute. Yeah, he went hard. That's the hardest intro I heard in a minute. That's what you all said. You was talking from your lungs. That's what you all said. Hey, so y'all fucking with. Hey, fire. You on one, ain't you? Hey, boy. Hey, fuck that. Shit. Yeah, man, I felt that one in my. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It gets so icy that bitch I my shit gets so icy that bitch my neck gets so icy that bitch my shit gets so icy that bitch I pull up and kick it like what y'all did. Put something to do it, I'm feeling stocky. Take her to the room cause she's a hottie. That bitch is so ready, she's a thotty. I got all the juice up on my body. That chopper be chopping like karate. Them diamonds be hitting like they rocket. I wheel in that bike, that cause a yachty. My neck is so icy, that bitch my shit gets so icy, that bitch my neck is so icy, that bitch my shit gets so icy, that bitch that bass in that Benz, that shit be knocking.
I said this a lot of years of Rock mastering his craft, like nigga. I was there when we first started making beats in this first studio, so I see the progress, and that's all he doing is progress. This shit fire. Beats, hooks, real life shit. Rock has been through real shit. Look at the cover of the mixtape, nigga. That shit real. I remember that shit. So it was on my birthday, matter of fact, right after my birthday that shit happened. So this the ride of your life, man. Check this shit out. Real nigga shit. A real Wild Hunters nigga.
My daddy gave me my first bag. Prime gave me my first line. 17 shots and I ain't lying. Smoking with Prime, my first bud. My first raw beat was S-Dub. Play my nigga high.
This whole shit right now, this is big as hell. Right now, everybody down here, man. Everybody down here in the A. Because motherfucking David ass.
I bet my last dollar, you not fucking with me. I bet my last dollar, you not fucking with me.
That's one of my favorites.
Man, I've been knowing Rock for years. Started off working together, 9 to 5, man, hustling. And we just look out for each other. When we working together, man, shit, he got my back, I got his, man. So I had to come down to support him, man. That's love.
They say this one is gonna be the single.
Let me get that.
Especially my ladies, let me know.
The bag. All that. Damn, nigga better break that bread if you wanna break my bed. Damn, you say you wanna bump your head, I'ma have to break that bread. Damn, nigga better break that bread if you wanna break my bed. Damn, nigga better break that bread.
That was the album.
You got a classic, man.
Everybody be successful in this year. For rocking with me. Period. I love y'all.
My man, that's sincere right now. Hey, it ain't a weak song on that album. Now play that joint again.
I stay with my team. It's a squad. I pray with my niggas. It's a God. These niggas is blocking. It's a hate. Come fuck with my dogs. It's a Asian. I stay with my team. It's a squad. I pray with my niggas, it's a God. These niggas is blocking, it's a hate. Come fuck with my dogs, it's a H.
HPN is bitch, man, it's a hit. Man, it's a hit. 30 hanging out, man, it's a stick. Man, it's a stick. When my shooters aiming, they don't miss. Nah, they don't miss. I heard he was a stain, man, it's a lick. Man, that's a lick. What he mad for, man, it's a bitch. Man, that's a bitch. Goddamn that nigga pussy, he a bitch. Man, he a bitch. Same nigga, real nigga, I never switch. I never switch. Out of town with your bitch, man, this a trip. Man, this a trip. Smoking gas, clean smoke, man, that fire. Man, that fire. I'm the hottest nigga alive, man, on fire. Man, on fire. When they come through with them blicks, it's a higher. And all these bitches cap, it's a liar. It's a liar.
I stay with my team, it's a squad. I pray with my niggas, it's a God. These niggas is blocking, it's a hate. Come fuck with my dogs, it's a Asian. Gun poking my side, it's a Glock. Bitch foul with the head, it's a top. HP squad, it's a click. And she thick as a brick, it's a trick. I got him trapping it out, it's a house. That nigga running his mouth, it's a mouse. I got the shoes on the ride, it's a whip. I got 100 on me, it's a clip. I got the 8K stick, it's a mop. Sun beaming on me, it's a drop. I got the money on me, it's a knot. She wanna fuck with the squad, it's a thought. I stay with my team, it's a squad. I pray with my niggas, it's a God. These niggas is blocking, it's a hate. Come fuck with my dogs, it's a Asian. I stay with my team, it's a squad. I pray with my niggas, it's a God. These niggas is blocking, it's a hate. Come fuck with my dogs, it's a Asian.
I go retarded on this shit, half crazy, it's a dummy. The squad got it wrapped up, it's a mummy. Bitch, I'm loco, axe Ray Ray, it's a deuce. That ain't no camel in the panties, it's a moose. Chicago Rilla, it's a zoo. We go bananas on the coward, it's a you. Helicopters for an opera, it's a chopper. Ain't no pew pew, it's a blocker. Got them rockets, it's a Victor on the depot. And I ain't paid for these slugs, it's a free throw. That nigga high is a monster, it's a beast, ho. Yo bitch sucking me dry, it's a leech, ho.
Thank God, ride of my life. Hope you feel this. January 1st, when my life crashed. Then God gave me a life pass. I'm a survivor, had to kick the sores off.